Alright, hello and welcome to, well, this is my first recording ever, so I'm going to be playing a bit of Isaac. Hope you enjoy. Let's get started. I've played this quite a bit. I like to think I'm alright at the game. I got a few mods installed, as I'm sure you can see, but I like playing on random anyway. Let's just play on normal for now. I like to think I'm okay at the game, but it's Isaac, so you're entirely at the whim of the random level generation. Alright, Endor. I've not played this character before, so yeah, I think it's a witch. She's got tears that are now purple and an eye that stops my tears when I shoot them through, I guess. At least she starts with flying, which is rather handy. See? Look. I can just fly straight over, get the poison shots. Let's find out. Right, so they just appear to be normal tears. The eye doesn't seem to do any damage when it hits enemies. It doesn't do anything to me. Yes, let's shoot some headless guys. I can pretty much get through the early levels without too much trouble, especially with this flying, man. It's going to make my life a lot easier. Ooh, and I've got a activatable ability as well. Let's get this one first, and then we will try it out when we've got some enemies to try it out on. Look. Oh, can't use my activatable ability. There must be certain situations, or some of these mods are a bit odd. I'm still sort of working them out, but it's nice having the options there. I mean, the game itself has so many items and combinations in it already, but even more is even better in my opinion. I think I could probably use the tower against Envy over here. Might not bother. For some reason I thought it was more like explosive area. It leaves the bombs behind you. I forgot it just spawns them randomly. Oh well. You live and learn, huh? Let's hope I don't die in the first level. Against Envy in the tiny claustrophobic room. I've got some more troubles. Excellent. Okay. So, looking in the top left, it appears I've got part of a full heart already. I'm not sure where I got that from, but hopefully I don't take any more damage so I won't lose that before I get to the next level. In case you haven't played Isaac before, if you look in the top left, it looks like the heart is in two segments. One segment is grey and one is white. The grey hearts, spirit hearts, they just count as, think of them like shield hearts in a normal run. But in the white heart, if I make it to the next floor without taking any damage, which would then remove that bit of the white heart, it then gives me an extra full heart worth of health, maximum health. So all I have to do is make it survive. There are a few different types of hearts in this game. You've got red hearts, which are normal hearts, which appears this character doesn't start with any. Grey hearts are soul hearts and give them like armor they can stack on top of your full hearts and give you that extra bit of buffer. Then there are also black hearts, which are evil hearts, which are almost the same as soul hearts, but when you lose them, it does a lot of, like, per heart, it does a lot of damage to every enemy in the room that you're in. And then you have these white, I think they're called holy hearts. I just call them extra hearts, and you usually find them in half hearts. If you manage to find two of the half white hearts in a level, it will give you the extra amount of maximum health. Instantly it will. You don't have to wait to get to the next floor to then get the max health. There we are. Stephen isn't too much of a problem, so we should be able to take out little Stephen over here without any trouble. We get a our own little Stephen of our own. He's going to shoot his own purple tears. Purple tears are homing tears, so if there are any enemies on the screen, they will head towards them. And if you'll see, you can hit spacebar to skip the loading screens. See, the white heart turns into a red heart, and so now I have one red heart and half of a soul heart. Which, I mean, isn't much, but it's still early in the game, so hopefully I find some more health pickups before it gets too hard. This door over on the right here, it's spiked. So normally when you walk through a spiked door, it will damage you for a certain amount. Half a heart earlier on the earlier levels and a full heart in later levels. But because I am flying, it won't damage me on the way in, but it will still damage me on the way out. And because my health pool is still so low at the moment, I can't risk losing that half a heart of health. So I'll leave it for now. Now, these red poops on the ground, they will regenerate after you destroy them, unlike normal brown poops, which just are gone when you destroy them. And if you run over them when they are up like this, they will damage you. So you need to be very careful, because then they pop up at the most inopportune times. And I've run into them more than once. And I damage you again for half a heart earlier on in the levels and a full heart later. If you see here, just to my character's left, this little rock here, it's a slightly different colour and it has an X on it. That signifies that you can blow it up and it will drop something. They usually drop 2 soul hearts, but they can also drop a golden chest, which you need a key to open. You can see my keys and my bombs on the top left of the screen. Golden chests usually have a better reward, so I get damage and evil. Evil damage means I do more damage per tier shot. Evil up, it's sort of different depending on the item. Sometimes evil up gives you black hearts, sometimes I'm not exactly sure. And then you feel scared, I guess it makes the screen darker. These golden doors you can only open with a key. Inside they will always have an item. This item is the coin box, magic fingers. You'll see it appear in the top left. Let's see what this cauldron does. I really hope this pays off. Not sure. So the magic fingers pay to play. You can hit spacebar to use your active item. This one will consume one of my coins every time I hit it, and it might give me a random item, maybe a coin, maybe a key, a bomb, a heart, something like that. It's like a portable portable slots machine essentially. But I might hold on to this cauldron for now because I just want to figure out what it does. I'll attempt to figure out what it does. That was an easy room. Just one poop, little poop. Easily destroyed. Didn't drop any items though, which is a shame. Let's see, with this damage up, I can really start laying down some pain against generic looking enemies. Now what I'm looking for is a boss room, which is here now on the right. On the left you'll see the door with a key. That's a shop. So you can unlock that with a key and then go in and buy some things, but as I only have 4 coins at the moment, most items are 5 coins to buy, or the better items are 15, so it's not worth wasting a key if I can't buy anything. Now, Monstro. He's quite an easy boss. He does this vomit attack, and sometimes jumps towards you, and sometimes there's a big jump, which then just shoots up lots of little ones. All you need to do is keep your distance. His projectiles are very easy to dodge, and anytime he jumps up high, he will always jump to the position that you are in when he jumps, so you just need to move out of the way and he'll never be able to hit you. This one can run out HP. Stem cells. Now I've got a wicked looking baby growing off my face. I love all the different cosmetic effects that the items give you. Now this room that is opened up here, this is called the Devil Room. It will open up, it's got a certain chance of opening up every time you beat bosses of each level. The chances of it opening increase depending on certain factors, such as if you don't take any damage on a level, or if you have certain things like maybe evil up maybe that increases a chance. And then the devil room, this one's a nice one. It just has 3 red chests. Red chests, though, have a chance of spawning spiders, which can hurt you, so you need to be careful when you're activating them. And troll bombs, oh wow, okay. Yeah, when bombs blow up, they can knock each other, so that knocked it into me and hurt me. That was definitely not worth it. I lost a whole heart worth of health then. But the devil room can offer, and see now once I've left it I can't go back in. Devil rooms also have the possibility of offering very strong items with the trade-off that you have to give up maximum health for the items. But at some point during that floor I managed to get a white heart. Maybe that's what the cauldron does. Maybe it gives me a white heart with certain parameters in it. Ah, these skull guys. If they get close enough to you, they'll throw bones at you, just like that. You need to dodge them. They're very annoying. They can be deadly accurate with those bones sometimes. Now this floor is very... I guess it's always going to be very dark from now on because of that item that I got. Just makes everything blind. These bats are annoying too because they can, when they get close enough to you, they can charge at you, and it's very random as to... Okay, I hit spacebar to use my cauldron, and for some reason it made the chest disappear. So maybe the cauldron can use to combine items. Let's see if we can experiment with that a bit more. If I don't die in the process. My goodness. These little worms, there are various variations of them. These basic ones will charge at you, the black ones will also explode. Luckily the direction that the projectiles fire off are very predictable in... Well, with most of the enemies, a lot of the projectiles are quite predictable, so they're quite easy to avoid. These guys can be quite annoying. They always run away from you, and so a lot of the time fighting them is just trying to chase them down to be able to hit them. And they spit out flies periodically, and as you can see they explode into flies once they're dead. This little question mark sack, it will give me a random assortment of items. Here's a coin, and this battery can be used to recharge my active items, but as my cauldron doesn't actually have a charge bar, I guess I can just use it to consume it anyway. Oh, this is a good item. X-ray specs. So this will let me see through walls. So on every floor there is a secret room and a super secret room. They each have their certain parameters for spawning, so they're somewhat predictable. But the X-ray specs, normally you have to blow up walls to be able to get into the secret and super secret rooms. Basically you have to guess where they are and use a bomb near the wall, say this wall here or this wall here where an entrance would be, and it would create the entrance. But with my X-ray specs now, the entrances are going to be always revealed for me. So it has now appeared down the bottom, so I can head on in. This will be a secret room. This little guy here, if I walk into him, I will give him one of my coins, and then he has the chance of giving me an item, maybe a chest, maybe a better item. But as I only have 2 keys at the moment, and I want to save them for my golden rooms when I come to them, I'm going to blow him up and see, because they drop some items. So I got 2 more keys out of him and a couple coins. Also, mushrooms have a chance of blowing up. Mushrooms have a chance of dropping items when you blow them up, as well as sometimes we'll find skulls on the ground and they have chances of dropping items. But skulls also have the chances of spawning enemies, so you need to be careful. Alright, sometimes you'll find pills on the ground. They'll appear in the bottom right. You don't know what they are until you've used them, but once you have used one, if you find another of the same type, it'll tell you what it is. I'm going to use it now. They've got random effects. Some are positive, some are negative, some are weird.
One makes you
small. So now my character's size is smaller, so I can dodge things more easily. In this kind of room, you need to dodge these things shooting tears and hit both of the switches, which then deactivates them. There's no point in shooting them, you can't do any damage. These rooms are called challenge rooms. They have, see here is 2 chests. These are stone chests. You can only open them by blowing up with bombs. But once you open some of the chests in the room, it will then lock the door and spawn 3 waves of enemies, which you then have to defeat to be able to exit. So it's the trade-off between getting some chests worth of items. They can be stone chests like this one, they could be normal chests, or even golden chests, which will give you a better chance of good items. Again, early on in the game, these are quite easy to beat. This is a boss character. When he dies, he'll drop a few worms, which shouldn't be too much trouble to take out. So it's a good trade-off. They're not usually too much trouble early. Oh, only 2 waves in this room. Dropped a heart. I'm already on full health, so it's not over picking up. Alright. These portals continue summoning for a little while. You can destroy them early though to deactivate their summoning. The spirit heart, and see this door, because my X-ray vision is opened up. This is the super secret room. They will only spawn where there are rooms that aren't adjacent to other rooms. So, but then they have the chance of being quite good items in here. This one is a bit of a dud. Just a black poop. I'm not exactly sure what the black poops do. All that's left on this level now is that room in the top, which is still grayed out, which is a shop room. Because I have 19 coins, I'm going to go check it out, because it has the chance of being some pretty good items if I feel like it. This hourglass here will let me reset the room that I've gone into. It will also, if I take damage in a room, it will give me back the hearts that I've lost. But I want to check out what this cauldron does, so I'm going to... The cauldron looks full now, so I'm gonna try pushing it again. No, hitting the button doesn't do anything. So I guess we'll find out what the cauldron does at some point. Maybe it needs to be even more full to then give me something. This up here will take coins and will reset the items in the shop. So I'm gonna pay it in. Come on, there we go. So now these are reset. I don't know what these 15-cent items are, but I mean, there's only one way to find out. Let's get this worm with a apple with a robot worm. Let's see. Isaac's apple. Gravity up. Let's try using it. Well, it doesn't seem to have affected me in any way. Maybe it affects enemies, but oh well, it was worth a try. Let's leave it, because I still want to fill up this cauldron. I've invested so much into it already. Oh, but maybe I can use a cauldron to collect this heart in this room that I wasn't able to collect. Yeah. Okay. Maybe it will dispense items as I need them. Oh, the stain. This guy isn't too bad, but you need to be careful with these red poops. You just need to keep the distance from him. He will start spitting out projectiles in a bullet hell-like pattern. So you just need to keep your distance from him to give you the reaction time to be able to dodge his tears, I guess. Doesn't look like he wants to though. It looks like he just wants to spawn these worms. And wiggle his tentacles at me. You'll see sometimes the tears that I'm shooting out turn out green, and when it hits things it seems to gives them a little bit of a damage over time effect. That's from the item that you can see in the bottom left. It looks like another they're trinkets that you can pick up. You have one slot for trinkets, and they can give you any effects. Like this one gives you the chance of your tears giving the poison. I think it's called Pinky's Eye. It's like a play on pink eye. There are a lot of references in this game to disease. A lot of biblical references too. You can see when he sticks out his tentacles, there's these glowing little red patches on the ground. If you walk over those patches normally, you would take damage, but because I'm flying, I'm above them, so I can use a lot of them fine. But Sometimes bosses have have certain variations. So sometimes they might do one pattern exclusively or neglect other patterns. So this one appeared to neglect the bullet hell pattern. This spoon will give me movement speed up, so I can move around faster. I guess it's because your mother hits you with a spoon, so you have to run away from it or something. Here's another devil room. I can't quite remember what this item does, but see that little heart underneath it that shows that I need to spend one of my maximum health hearts to collect it. I have 2 at the moment, so I'll pick it up, and so now I have a fear shot. So if you look at my tiers, they now are black instead of just like the dark purple. So if I hit creatures with them, it now gives them the chance of fleeing from me for a short while instead of moving towards me or shooting at me. Maybe if I don't kill everything in one shot. These bigger poos you need to always be careful of because they have a... So you see he's gone purple and he's moving away from me now instead of trying to do anything. But you need to be careful of the bigger poops because they have a charge towards you and it is very quick and very hard to dodge. So I'm staying over this void at the moment because I can fly and they can't. So still using the cauldron to pick up the items. I was meant to pick up those hearts with the cauldron in the boss room, but I forgot. Again, here's another damage room which I can't afford to take damage from because I've only got 1.5 hearts worth of health. Spiders, the variations of spiders can be somewhat annoying as well because they jump towards you and their movement is somewhat erratic. This is a matchstick. It can... I'm not exactly sure what it does. I think I'll stick with the pinky eye because of the poison shots. It's just more raw damage output. I think the match has a chance of increasing key drops or something like that. These 2-headed worms, they can spit projectiles in both directions at the same time. Quite easy to dodge. They don't aim for you. They just... I shouldn't speak so quickly, should I? Friends Till the End is a pill that you can get, which gives me these 3 flies. They will fly around me, but when there is an enemy on the screen, they'll fly towards it. They'll kill themselves on it to do a pretty decent amount of damage. There are some broken builds you can end up getting in Binding of Isaac, which involve the flies, where you get 3 of a certain type of item that will then put you in a state where every attack that you make spawns flies, and so you can get whole armies of them at a time. Now you see I'm in the golden room with the item in the middle, but I didn't have to spend a coin because I used the secret room to get into it, which is a nice workaround that happens sometimes. This question mark, the item isn't actually a question mark, but the map type, maybe because it's dark, maybe one of the items that I got that made everything dark, it's not revealing what the item is to me. I won't know until I pick it up, so it's like that. Eye in the back of the head, so every few shots I'm going to shoot out a tier behind me as well as in front of me, which is a nice just little bonus if you're surrounded, there are lots of enemies on the map. You need to be careful of these flies when you're shooting them because they blow up. Oh, I was killed by something. I guess a fly killed me. I didn't see what killed me, but that's it for my run. Alright, I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time.